Hey Femini, let's go ahead, jump right into this reading, my love. Let us see what the messages are that Spirit has here for you on today. Again, we're starting with the tarot. Going to see what messages come out. All right, what is it that Spirit has to say to you on today? All right, let us see, let us see. Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages for feminine? All right, we have the Devil. Ooh, feels like a possessive energy. All right, somebody wants to have possession or control. All right, King of Cups is a deep emotional love. Four of Pentacles wants to hold on. So I feel like because of how someone feels about you and toward you, they want to hold on to you. Okay, by any means necessary, though, is the energy with the Devil and the Four of Pentacles. Because Eight of Cups is emotional withdrawal and the Fool card is detachment. So you've been coming across rather detached these days. All right, Two of Pentacles is like weighing the pros and cons of something. Okay, going back and forth about something in your mind. So it's like, this is this person's love and affection. This is what they're fantasizing about. Okay, so this is what they want to give you, but they can only give it to you if you accept the offer. The High Priestess is our inner knowing, intuition, judgment, something about discernment. Okay, Two of Cups and the Judgment card. So some of you may notice is a soulmate to you, or somebody that you have a really close soul tie or soul connection with, really strong soul tie or really close soul connection with. However, there's something about it here with this Eight of Cups and the Fool card that has you detached. Okay, what's underneath the Two of Cups? Justice. You could have felt like you were treated unfairly in some way, or something wasn't right. Justice again. Something wasn't right. All right, what's underneath Justice? Two of Wands. All right, for our feminines. Okay, Seven of Swords. Yeah, Seven of Swords is deception. Okay, and then we have the King of Swords. All right, so you could have thought that somebody was being deceptive when it comes to why they're so drawn to you, why they're so passionate about you, something like that. Because this person can be kind of cold sometimes. That's the energy that's here. The Moon and the Two of Cups. They may keep their feelings hidden. Okay, that's what I'm noticing about this King of Cups card that I never noticed before. And it's funny because I've used this deck quite a few times, right? With the Two of Cups here in this person's hand, it's like they may have not been showing you something because they didn't want you to have the control, or again, they just wanted to keep control of something. It's very weird. Because things like control, power, and all that, I don't feel like that goes in the same sentence with love, okay? Or the same conversation. But here it is. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. All right, Queen Disc is very reliable, very dependable, okay? The Lovers and the Eight of Wands. So ever since you withdrawn, ever since you pulled back, this person is sending you lots of telepathic messages. They could actually be reaching out to you in the physical, in real time, but you're not responding, you're not saying anything. Four of Swords, and you're doing this to keep your peace of mind. Again, something about the person saying something a certain way that made it seem like they weren't being truthful, or the way they were going about handling the situation and expressing their feelings made it seem like that. King of Swords, very good with communication. King of Cups, very good with emotions. So I'm not understanding. Okay. But the Seven of Swords is manipulation. And some sort of plan to get over on somebody in some way here. Or that's just what you felt. The Empress. Yeah, this is you. That's what you felt. Empress, High Priestess energy. Your vibration is very high. Okay. This, the Devil and Seven of Swords, very low. So again, with the Eight of Cups here, this person may feel like you're worlds away. But you may feel like that. You need stability. You need something that you can, you know, rely on. You don't feel like this is that for some reason. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles is security. You don't feel like this is that. You don't feel like this is what you're going to get from whomever we're talking about. You know that you're on the vibration to receive that. So it's like you're keeping yourself on the vibration to receive action. You know? Star card, yep. So, fire sign energy, air sign energy, water sign. We also have earth here, but you're showing up as the one who's looking for the security and the reliability and something that you can count on, something you can bank on. You don't feel like this is that. You might feel like this person is always up to something or always have something up their sleeve. I don't know, something about eyes on you, okay? So just be mindful of that. Eyes on you, all right? Justice. Again, could have felt like you were treated unfairly. Something wasn't right, the moon. Somebody kept secrets. They kept something hidden. And now, of course, person is doing a lot to try to grab your attention with the Eight of Wands and the Lovers. But again, they already feel like you're worlds away. You're so detached that even if they wanted to grab your attention, you know, it's like good luck with that or something. Good luck with that. All right, now we have the Queen of Swords. So it's like they're being met with the energy that they gave to you. And this is how they're feeling. You know, perhaps I should have let that cup be seen. I should have let them know that the love was there. Okay, but for some reason or another, they didn't. And the only thing that we're getting here thus far is that they wanted to maintain control of something. And something about power. They may not have wanted you to know the power you had over them or something like that. You know what this is giving? This is giving like those people that date based on what statistics say and what the books say and, you know, the authors, the therapists, psychologists and psychiatrists, everything that they say, you know, not necessarily what they feel and the experience and none of that. They just go off of like facts. And, you know, that's what the sword energy is. So I don't feel like the intentions were malicious, but I feel as though the actions or the lack thereof, the expressions or the lack thereof, gave Seven of Swords. Meanwhile, Six of Cups jumps out, and Six of Cups represents purity and innocence. It's like children, childhood, you know, that type energy. This person could also be doing a lot of thinking, memories, flashbacks. They could feel like you've helped them grow or transform in a lot of ways, even if this is something you have no idea about. Like, you're not aware of this at all. You didn't know that you was contributing to this person's growth. Meanwhile, they're over here, you know, actually opening their heart up. Four of Pentacles is like being reserved and, you know, being closed off. But something here about transparency and vulnerability when it comes to you, yet and still only giving you a portion or giving you a sample, not giving you everything in its entirety because they wanted to maintain some sort of control. Again, back to that, can't forget that point. Like, the devil is the very first thing out. Okay. This person may be obsessive or have the tendency to obsess over things. So maybe they just wanted to keep a fair distance so that they wouldn't become that way. Didn't work, but that could have been the reason here. All right. Let us see, my loves. Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is very independent, financially stable, secure. Okay, I feel like, again, this just feels like it's you because that's what you're looking for, that Ten of Pentacles. You know, it's like, I'm already doing these things for myself, with myself, by myself. What you're on the level for now, what you're ready to receive now, is the partnership. And again, if you feel like you're not getting that from this person, then I feel like that's why you detach from it. Okay? Even though underlying energy is Emperor, it's like this is divine masculine energy, Emperor to this Empress, right? Even though that's the case, still, it's like you're doing something for the sake of peace, or yeah, somebody hasn't healed something within themselves. It feels like it's the masculine counterpart. They haven't healed something within themselves, this shadow energy here. And it's something like you don't want to be in the dark or live in the dark, or something about the dark, okay, with the moon energy. Three of Swords and the Nine of Swords is no good. Like this person is all in their head about what's taking place between the two of you, hoping that Eight of Pentacles can still occur in the near future. Three of Wands. However, they're still holding on to these feelings, these heavy emotions, because they know that you're not going to do something in the dark. All right, they know you're not going to do something in the dark, okay? So let us see. We have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is all about a love offer coming in from this person, okay? So again, if I really want to be with this person, if I really want them to know how I feel, then I just got to go for it. Otherwise, you're going to be withdrawn. You're going to be detached. You're knowing who this person is to you, but you're not accepting less than what it is you want or what it is that you know you deserve. The Empress, okay? So Death card as the underlining, transformation, takes us back to these butterflies, all right? Something here about innocence and purity. Something a person is doing out of innocence and purity, okay? True intentions, pure intention, something like that, okay? Yeah, see, control. They were trying to control the situation. Did not work. Trying to control their feelings. Did not work. All right, as we were, y'all. Yeah. They could have been trying to control or fight off their feelings, but again, that wasn't working. Yeah, we have denial here. Okay? Good luck with that, masculines. Did not work at all. Okay? Let us see. Whew. We have potential and fall. Sacred journey. Okay? Change is in the air. Okay? Someone's taking a risk here. Go on their sacred journey. They surrender to spirits. Okay, we have solitude. This person could have been going within, doing a lot of thinking. It says go deep within yourself. This could have been everything they were avoiding before. But in order to ascend, you have to do the work. You can't avoid it. Expansion, evolution, universal intelligence. Stay connected to spirit. All right, so they're staying tapped into the ether. Outcome. All right, this is how they get a resolution. This is how they get the result that they're looking for. Some of them could have also had karmic partners. All right, certain duties that they're releasing. Okay, certain lessons that they had to learn, that they've learned. Okay, they could have been in the energy of fear that was holding them back from making this offer. Okay, again, they couldn't make an offer because they were in a karmic situation, or they were holding on to karmic energy. Okay, something related to family, judgment, opinions of others. Okay, this masculine had a lot of things that they had to resolve as far as ancestral things and inner wounds. Okay, things that kept them in the energy of dark. See, it says darkness. You wasn't trying to live in that energy. Okay, we have mirroring. Yeah, but this is your mirror soul here. Okay, for sure. We have observed. They're watching you, knowing that you're in an energy of receiving. Okay, it's your time to receive. So they're doing the work. They want to be the one to match your vibration. They don't want you to move on to someone else. Okay, we have here stuck. Yeah, this person could have realized that, okay, there's some energy that's keeping me stuck. I have to release that energy. I have to shift my focus in order to clear the energy. Okay, also some of you being silent, not speaking to the person, was creating another barrier, another blockage. All right, this person feels like you're their soulmate and they feel alone without you. They feel abandoned in ways when you're not speaking to them. Again, with that Six of Cups, memories, nostalgia, flashbacks of my twin, thinking of good times with my twin, wanting to raise my vibration so that they come back, you know, so that we can come into union, that type of thing. All right, because if I keep wearing this mask to satisfy and please everybody else, if I keep living in the dark, then they know that they lose access to you. Okay, because that's what's going on thus far. You know, them living to please others, or them wearing a mask, or them doing things to maintain this illusion of control. It's not helpful, and it's not healthy when it comes to this twin flame connection. Okay, this person keeps thinking about something from the past, though. All right, they keep thinking about something here. This could also be you. Okay, you could be thinking about everything that's transpired thus far, and that makes you afraid to give this person another chance. That makes you afraid to accept this offer that they're, you know, putting out there, putting on the table. And you being silent, again, could have been because of something like this. Karmic partner, okay? Which, again, them trying to control the situation. These two things don't go together. You can't make an offer to your twin, who you feel like is your soulmate, if you have karmic partner. Right? Like, that's double life energy. That's the moon. That's not everything is as it appears to be. Okay? So that's putting it out there like, yeah, I'm with karmic, but really I want to make this offer to my twin. But twin is not going to live in the dark. Twin is on this vibration. Twin is tapped into universal intelligence. Twin is staying connected to spirit. So we can't be moving like that, because that's the double energy. That's the complete opposite. Okay? So they know that something has to be let go of in order to get a certain result with you. They also know that they have to ascend in order to get that result with you. Alright? But totally up to them how they want to go about handling that situation. Okay? You just know you're not living in the dark. You're not doing none of that. Okay? So let us see. Karmic partner. We have mystery. Okay? They could have kept certain things hidden because they weren't sure how they felt about it. You know, again, control. They weren't sure how they felt about it. Like, what do I mean by that? How do I put this? Like, they clearly got with karmic for a reason. Or, you know, karmic is clearly around for a reason. So they want to know what that reason is. And have I really learned what I need to? And what is it that I'm supposed to get from this other connection, this twin flame connection? So again, it's like they were trying to gather information from both situations in order to make the best possible decision for themselves, or something like that. The mystery could have also been like they just kept what was happening with that very mysterious. You didn't know what was what. So again, there's no sense of security when it comes to a you and I, because I don't know what y'all got going. You know, that kind of thing. Very interesting. But now we have this masculine energy sitting here observing their feminine and wanting to bring balance back into the connection. Feeling alone. I feel like in order to find balance within the connection, in order to maintain balance in the connection, it's like you have to find and stay connected to that center within self. You know? Because our happiness is our responsibility. It's not anybody else's responsibility to keep or make us happy. That's on us. But they're definitely watching you. Okay? Your social media accounts and everything else. Alright. Let me see something right quick. I said, what was the deception? What was the mask about? Okay, we have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is a deep love, regardless of what the sex is. And the Hangman. So, like, they didn't want you to be enlightened again to the depth of their love. So, remember, the King of Cups is somebody that they might show you ways here or there that they love you. but they're not too verbal about it. They're not as open about it as the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, though, is like head over heels, heart on the sleeve. You know, you're gonna know. She's gonna shout it from the mountaintops. Everybody named mama, grandmama is gonna know with the Queen of Cups when she's in love. So that's how it is. But they played it cool, or they tried to, you know, just not let you know what it was. And I feel like they held on to like karmic partner as a safety blanket, which really didn't, again, offer you any security, safety when it came to y'all. So I don't know, maybe they're going to get it because they really want reunion here. This is what they're praying for. All right, so maybe they get it. Perhaps they sit back, do the work, realize, hey, I'm not powerless in this situation after all, and I can actually do something about it. Otherwise, things are going to stay the same, and I'm not going to see nothing different. Okay, but it does say changes in the air. We're going into fall season right now. All right, so fall and winter are going to be significant. Those are the next 2 seasons. So major shifts we shall see. Dun, dun, dun. All right, but those are the messages that I have here for you at the time. I pray that this helps you. I know it will. If this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. Peace and ARIES.